Mom gives birth to healthy baby. 6 weeks later, senses something off and doctor checks ultrasound. When Eliza Kirby and her partner Ben found out they were pregnant 3 months into dating, excitement, and a tinge of panic, took over. The couple always wanted to start a family, so this exciting news was the beginning of their very own clan. Their beautiful daughter Charlie was born as healthy as can be, but as the weeks wore on, Eliza couldn't shake the feeling that something was off. Eliza shared the tale of their unconventional love story with News.com. "We fell pregnant with our first, Charlie, 3 months after we started dating. Ben had always been super keen to become a father, so we were over the moon at the thought of creating our own little family. Needless to say, the decision was taken out of his hands. I win." Motherhood was everything she ever dreamed of, and Ben was smitten by their daughter as well. Despite their joy, Eliza sensed her body was in the midst of something strange. This is where her idea of winning came to fruition. The young mother was constantly exhausted and felt like she could be pregnant again. But since she was only 6 weeks post-birth, everyone assumed Eliza's fatigue was because she had had a whirlwind of a year. Starting a new relationship, growing a baby and giving birth takes a lot out of a woman. She told News.com how Ben reacted when she brought up the subject of being pregnant again. "I was exhausted trying to figure out the ins and outs of being a mom, but about a month after having Charlie though I felt really, super exhausted. Everyone told me it was sleep deprivation catching up with me, but I was not convinced. I remember looking at Ben and saying, 'I think I'm pregnant.' He just laughed." They already had a chaotic house with a newborn. Another baby seemed virtually impossible. But Eliza was convinced that she was pregnant. 4 at-home pregnancy tests later, she got confirmation of her assumption. Eliza was, in fact, pregnant again. The next step was a trip to the doctor's office to make sure the test results were accurate. Sure enough, an ultrasound revealed that she was expecting, but the doctor had even more news for the excited couple. She shared what happened in the doctor's office that day with News.com. The technician seemed awkward and uncomfortable, before he finally said, "Look, it's early days. But I think there's 2. And it turns out there was. I was so scared but secretly super excited. I think everyone has a secret desire for identical twins." Fraternal twins ran in both of their families, but identical twins were unheard of. This news took a while to really sink in. Fortunately for Eliza and Ben, their twin boys were carried all the way to 36 weeks without any major complications. Jack Anthony Richard and Wolf George Harry were born in perfect, healthy condition. Ben, Eliza and Charlie were thrilled to meet the newest additions to their family. Even though there are 3 children under the age of 1 in the house, Eliza and Ben wouldn't have it any other way. They look at it like having triplets. Countless diaper changes, breastfeeding pit stops and pacifier searches make up most of Eliza's day. She's even started her own blog called Twingenuity to share what life is like under their crazy, love-filled roof. Nothing could have prepared Ben and Eliza for the challenges thrown their way, but they're now the proud parents of 3 amazing children. We couldn't be happier for them.